Hey guys, Nick here. As many of you know or have probably seen if you're friends with me on FB, that I have gone ahead and started a new Facebook group called Tips for Tahoe. It is associated with the serviceindustry.tips website, which is basically just a virtual tip jar to kind of help out all of our service industry brothers and sisters and professionals here around the lake. So if you haven't already done so and you are a member of the service industry here in Lake Tahoe, I again encourage you to go ahead and just go to serviceindustry.tips and find the Lake Tahoe. It's listed underneath California, but you will see the Lake Tahoe link. You can go ahead and just kind of sign yourself up. Let us know what your place of employment is and what your Venmo or Cash App username is, and we will go ahead and get you signed up for randomly generated tips that we are now promoting throughout the basin. So on that note, I kind of just wanted to go ahead and do my part to say thank you for some tips that I've already received and kind of give back to the community that has been given to me so generously, and give you guys a little bit of something worth the tips. So during this time of, kind of being more health conscious, we have some time to kind of pursue some other avenues that we may not already have been doing. I've been kind of experimenting with something I like to call medicinal mixology. So what that is to me is just kind of like creating cocktails or mocktails, non-alcoholic versions that utilize a lot of known wellness and health ingredients. So I have an example for you here today of kind of what I'm talking about. The great part about this is that I picked up all these things at grocery outlet, believe it or not, and grassroots. But what I've got working here, really I just kind of like going down the organics aisle there at the old grocery outlet and kind of scoping it out and trying to come up with fun and unique ways to put it together. Not sure, how much more we're going to be able to go to grocery outlet or, how much we're venturing out right now, but I'm sure that we can find similar items like to all of these, on Amazon or wherever you're getting your deliveries right now. So first things first, I've got just a fruit and vegetable blend right here. Purple carrot, purple cabbage, cranberry apple, tart cherry, pomegranate, all sorts of fun stuff there. So the name of this Organic Life. Again, I'm sure you can find anything similar. I've been using about 4 ounces of this in a drink that I'm calling the Purple Haze for reasons that I'm sure you'll see. So we'll just go about 4 ounces of our organic juice blend right here. All sorts of great antioxidants, inflammatory qualities right there in that juice. This has no sugar added as well, so an added benefit. Next, we've got a North Shore apple pomegranate drinking vinegar. So as probably a lot of you are familiar with, all these cider vinegars have about a high percentage, about 5 to 6% of acetic acid, which is super good for a variety of health reasons in the body. Also has, a lot of these have the mother, which of course is going to be your kind of sediment there on the bottom. All sorts of good gut health bacteria and enzymes and nutrients in that mother right there. So always give those a quick swirl. And then I'm using about 2 ounces of this. So about a 2-to-1 ratio of your juice to your vinegar, your drinking vinegar. We'll go ahead and add that to the juice. Next, we've got our beet root powder. So beet root, wonderful stuff. Beet root or beet juice basically has a lot of athletic enhancing performance aspects to it by helping to oxygenate the cells. So, helps on cellular oxygen uptake by about 20 to 25%. I've seen, and you can, it's becoming like the new marathon runners kind of natural doping. Just great way to kind of, if you consume any sort of beet products, beet juice, beet powder, whatever it might be, about 2 to 3 hours before any sort of athletic endeavor, it does actually help with performance. So I'll just put about a tablespoon of our beet powder in there. We can just give it a quick stir here before we move along. And then next I've got our elderberry syrup. So that elderberry syrup is going to be something that is locally sourced and made. I actually picked that one up. The only thing I didn't buy at Grocery Outlet, I got that at Grassroots, which is, our natural food store here in South Lake. But elderberry, similar to like blueberries or even further like an acai or a maqui, super high in antioxidants, again, all those kind of inflammatory product or benefits that exist for, the reducing inflammation within the body, a lot of anti-cancer properties. So on this, I'm gonna go about a half an ounce on the elderberry syrup. Let's do a little half ounce right there. That stuff, it's a sweetener, so we don't need to go too heavy with it. But again, those elderberries are super, super good for you. And then last but not least, a little bit of fresh squeezed lemon. No better time than the present, of course, to get our vitamin C in there. And as we all know, lemon, orange, any sort of citrus is a great way of acquiring that vitamin C. So after that, we'll just give her a quick shake right here, kind of mix in that powder as well as we can. And then when we're ready, we'll just go ahead and unlock the shaker tins. We'll grab our Hawthorne strainer, just give this nice colored juice a little pour over some cubes in whatever sort of drinking vessel you might deem appropriate. And there you go. If you're looking for a little extra fun around happy hour or whatever, a little way to wind down, you can always throw in some vodka or something. Certainly is not going to hurt the taste of that drink anyway. The nutritional value will still be there, but we all know that the booze isn't always the best thing in the world for you, but the rest of this is. So anyway, guys, stay healthy, stay safe out there. After this, I kind of really encourage anyone else who may have received tips from, the Tips for Tahoe group, anyone else within the community who has gone ahead and just, out of the goodness of their heart, donated to the serviceindustry.tips, our Lake Tahoe group there. I encourage, anyone who has received any sort of money, randomly from someone, get on here, maybe share something that you do, I guess for lack of a better way of putting it, earn the tip. Not that this is, any sort of work or anything at all, but heck, what else do we have to do right now? We're all kind of looking for ways to express our self-creativity. So, if you're a musician, get on there, sing us a song. If you're a bartender, make us a drink. You guys get the idea. So anyway, check out Tips for Tahoe on Facebook. Go ahead and definitely sign yourself up on serviceindustry.tips. Again, just search for the Lake Tahoe group on there. Get yourself signed up. Let's help each other through this. There's a lot of us service industry folks in town, so we can all help each other. Rock on, Tahoe. Stay healthy.